Hey guys, what's going on? Just hanging out here in the boat. It's Wednesday. It's raining off and on today. We had a lot of rain yesterday. Hoping to get the boat out tomorrow. You guys may have seen in my video info for my subscribers. Got a plane going over here. I don't know if you guys can hear. Okay. You may have heard in my video info for my subscribers that I had a rotted bunk, and to be honest, it's still not fixed. That next day after I made that video, the wrap for the wood should have been here, and I got an email that morning after I went out and got the wood and all the stainless that they won't ship till October. So I'm no longer using that product just because obviously I don't want to wait that long. But another guy, Hank, he told me about another product called the Ultimate Bunk Boards, and looked like a pretty cool deal. I ordered those last week, and I called yesterday because I still didn't receive them, and they didn't ship till yesterday, so I won't have those till next week. So I did take the boat out once last week when I was fishing the TH Custom Swerve. I just chanced it. Hopefully I didn't have any issues, and I didn't, and I got it all strapped down with wire ties, zip ties, so hopefully it doesn't come off and I don't break the end off. I may chance going tomorrow, or I may just wait it out, till next week, because if I do break that board off, I'm not getting the boat home, so it could be a pretty big issue. So just have to see. But I mean, that board is rotted, and the bracket is going up in the wood like a 1/4 inch. So I mean, there's still some solid wood there, but I don't know, I may chance it. I want to get on the lake. Anyways, another quick update, then I'll get to the box here. I got a giveaway going on my Facebook page. My first giveaway on Facebook, on my Tackle Junkie 81 Facebook page. Giving away 4 packs of the Biospawn, 2 of the Vile Craws, and 2 of the 6.5 Plasma Tails in the new colors, Bama Bug and Sprayed Grass. So if you want to get in on this giveaway, head over to my Facebook page, find the post, follow the rules, and we'll draw a winner for these guys, or I'll pick a winner on Sunday. So definitely check that out. But enough talking, let's do the Pro box, and then we'll save the regular box for Sunday. I know these videos are getting out kind of late, but I didn't get them till late for some reason. And, I turned this off here. Hold on, guys. But I didn't get the boxes till late, so the videos are coming out late, obviously. But I already peeked inside, I couldn't wait, so pretty good stuff in here. Let's check out where the card is. Oh, this is one of those deals. Fluke Master just mentioned this in his last video. At this box here, there's no card in it. I think you go to the website, if I can get it out here. You just go to aboutmybox.com Pro34, and it'll tell you about your box. And I thought he said there's some videos on there, some tips of how to use the baits and all that, so that's pretty cool too. So for now, we'll just go over the baits, not sure on cost. So first up, we have the Livingston Lures Pro Sizzle Junior. This is my first Livingston lure. Color is baby bass. So a little top water, walk the dog type bait. For top water, a lot of you guys ask me, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it as I pull each bait out. For a top water, I like a shorter rod. I think the rod I'm using now is a 6/8, medium to medium heavy depending on lure weight, and then a moderate fast action. So a shorter rod, that way when I'm working the bait, I'm not slapping the boat with the rods and the water as well. 7-foot rod, 7.3, when I'm working a top water or a frog or something like that, the tip is always, hitting the water, so I like that shorter rod. But good bait, or good looking bait. Got a rattle. I believe these have that chirp noise or whatever. I'm not sure how you even activate it. But wet your fingers, touch the front and rear hook holders simultaneously to activate the lure. Hold up to your ear. So that's pretty cool. We'll give that a try. Put that on some 15-20 pound mono. See how she does. It's got a nice flat bottom, so it should walk pretty easy, but just have to see. I seen a Lake Fork guy did a video, and I thought he said he was having trouble having it walk really well. I think he was using a loop knot to help out with it, so we'll just have to see how it does, but we'll give that a try. All right, next up, guys, we have the Wave Worms Tiki Craw-dude in Sweet Potato Pie. It's a pretty good looking color. Looks like we have some, pretty long too, man. Looks like we got green pumpkin, some brown, orange, a little bit of like yellowish color in some of these. Pretty long for a trailer. If I was going to use this as a trailer, I'd cut it down. You know, I'd cut a good, I'd probably cut all these ribs off here and just use it like as a chunk. Or you could Texas rig that and pitch and flip it. I'd probably, if I'm going to Texas rig that, I'd probably use either a 4 to 5 aught hook. And then if I were to cut that down, I would just thread that on a jig. So. Strong scent. It's kind of like that anise type scent. I've done well with that scent. Usually when I'm throwing like a swim jig, I got a couple bottles of anise. I think one from Chompers, one's from, oh, I can't think of it now. Bang, I think. And when I'm throwing a swim jig, man, I drench that skirt with that scent. It works pretty well. So, all right, we'll play around with those. Set that aside. Next up we have, that's a big bait there. The Thrasher by Bruiser Baits. Green pumpkin. This is a 5 count. Pretty cool. Like a top water type bait. Yeah, definitely top water. Kind of reminds you of like a toad or something like that. This kind of actually reminds me of the Strike King. I think it was the Rage Eliminator or something like that. I wonder if you could put that as a swim jig trailer. You might be able to. I'd imagine that's meant for top water though. Kind of like a frog. This style of bait, like a Rage Toad or Vile Craw, something I'm going to work on top. And like I would this, I would use a 7-foot heavy and a fast action, probably a 50-pound braid, 7.3 reel. So I'd put something like that on. I would use like a screw lock type hook. So pretty slick. Where'd the bag go? It's cool. It was a fun type bait to fish, something you can throw on top water. All right, first we got, or next we have, some hooks here. Screw lock, forgot about these in there. Plastic frog hook, double wide. This is a 4-aught, we got a 2-pack. See if we can rig one of these up. Normally for frogs, rage toads, stuff like that. Like I like to use the, I usually use a 6-aught, which would probably be too big for this bait. But I like a 6-aught. It's an owner, XXX strong hook, and it's got the screw lock. Let's see if we can rig one of these up. All right. First thing you want to do, you got that screw keeper there. Screw that in the nose of the bait. All right. You can just kind of line it up there. Let's see here. I put one through my finger. It's a little tricky to do, but like that. Not bad. I have to play around with that, getting that straight, but I think I might be off camera for the most part though. That's how you're gonna do it. Bring it through down here, let them lay on top, if you guys can see that. So, should work out pretty well. You can just kind of bury the tip a little bit in the plastic to get them straight, way it doesn't roll on you. But, pretty slick. Definitely play around with that. Alrighty. Oh, I'm looking for the card, there isn't one. Okay. Alright, next up we have the original Bagley Diving B2, 5/8 of an ounce, 12 foot. Good looking color. That is maybe the DB2 SS. Is that a color? I'm not sure. I don't see a color on here. See, 12 foot. You could probably get, I throw the DT10s a lot. Well, not a lot, but I mean, as far as throwing a deeper diver, a 10 footer is about what I throw the most. And I can get 10 foot with a 7 foot rod. So this one's throwing 12. You may need like a 7.3, 7.6, but I'd imagine you can get down there with a 7 footer. And I would just use a 7 foot, medium heavy, moderate fast action. To get the depth, you don't want a shorter rod with a bait that's gonna dive a little bit deeper. You're gonna wanna use fluorocarbon. You know, probably 12-pound fluoro is what I'd go with. Silent. Sharp hooks though. Sticky. I believe that's balsa wood. You can kind of see the little dents and stuff in it. It's balsa wood. Guys, this video is going on 12 minutes. If you don't like this type of video where I'm kind of saying what I would use and all that as far as rod and reels go, you know, I can cut that out and make these videos shorter. But like I said, 7 foot rod would probably work, 12-pound fluoro, and I like a 5/4 reel. So last up we have the Buckeye Lures Football Jig, 3/4 ounce, cinnamon purple. Good look color, it's got a lot of purple in it. Got a flat bottom, should stand up pretty well. Yep, that stands up good. Straight shank hook, we got a plastic keeper on there. Looks like a lighter wire hook too, so you don't really need a big, you know, stout rod. And with football jig too, you're not really, you know, since they have a bigger head, and I'm sure you've heard Fluke Master say this many times too, with that bigger head, you really don't want to set the hook hard, you know, because you will blow their mouth open. So, I mean, that's another reason that they don't have a heavier wire hook on there. You can just kind of sweep into them and you'll be just fine. You don't need really heavier line either with this type of jig. Heavier line, you know, 12, 15 pound test, you'd be just fine. But yeah, it's not really a heavy gauge wire hook. But I would throw that on 3/4 ounce. I'd probably throw that on a 7.3, 7.4 heavy. Heavy just so it could handle the weight. You could probably throw it on a medium heavy, but some medium heavies max out 3/4 ounce. So just so I wouldn't chance busting a tip off, I would throw that on a heavy, just so it could handle the lure really well. It would load up nice, launch the bait out there, and then you don't need to lock your drag down with 50-pound braid. Like I said, you can just use a heavy power rod, fast action, you know, 12, 15, 17-pound fluorocarbon, and you'd be good to go. But pretty nice. Like I said, I like the flat bottom, lighter wire hook. Throw a little Velcro on there, something like that. You'd be good to go. So, and when I'm throwing a jig, anytime I'm using the rod to work the bait, football jig, you're gonna drag it. I like a higher speed reel. I'd use like a 7.3, 7.1, something in that range. So, pretty slick. What else we got in here? We got scratch off. Let the kids do that. And then we got the Dibble Digest. Don't forget, you guys can pick up your 13 fishing reels through MTB. Get a percentage of the purchase price added to your account for upgrades and things like that. And we got some info in here, 3 basic techniques to catch more trout, Carl's Corner, all sorts of tips and tricks and things like that in here. So definitely check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.